Hi, I'm Carrie, and I just got a phone call from a friend of mine who is wanting to pull her child out of school and was wondering about resources I might have for homeschooling because I've homeschooled my children. And so asking about what about math and what about science and what about history and maybe language arts, we might do this, but I don't know about this resource. And this is a public school mom whose child does not want to go back to school, and so she's going to start homeschooling her. And I thought, I can't just throw out all the resources. For one, there's just too many options, and there's millions of reviews on YouTube. You can go watch, just type in reviews on homeschool language arts curriculum, and you'll get a bunch that pop up, and people have reviewed it, and you can get some really good insights as to what's out there for that. I just take a different approach, and I would ask, but my thought was to ask her, what do you want for your child? If the reason she's overwhelmed at school or doesn't want to go back, why? And would you be doing the same thing with her at home that she's doing at school that would just cause more frustration? And I thought it's a valid thing to think about. What does your child need? It's very difficult for those of us who are raised on the public school train to go, wait a second, there's a different way to think about education. What do I want for my child? Do I want them to stay caught up with the world and the kids that are her age or his age and push them to not get behind? And where will that put them eventually? What experiences or memories will they have of their educational experience if that's how they experience it? And so possibly for some kids, it's a really great approach. They love all the subjects. They love the schedule to say, okay, from 9 to 10, I'm doing this, and then I can check it off and be done, and I feel really good about it. For others, it's become, I've heard this from several parents, my kid loves learning but hates school. And I thought, why is that? And one of the reasons I pulled my kids out and started homeschooling was for the exact same reason. They just were really interested in learning. My daughter was actually reading full chapter books by the time she was 4. And she didn't even start kindergarten until she was almost 6 because she has a late birthday. And so it was, for her, school was boring, but I didn't, I just let her do it. I didn't say, I wasn't one of those parents who says, my kid needs more. I just wanted her to keep loving learning, and she kept coming home every day, kind of bored. So then we tried first grade the next year, and it was just the same way, and she became the teacher's helper. Now, how would that be for a first grader? To be the teacher's helper, which she enjoyed, and she didn't, mind, but she didn't learn much. And then the following year, she was offered the option to do school from home. It was an online program, and she loved it, and she was so excited. And so she was like, yeah, let's do this. And she started the program for 2nd grade, and she just got really bored really easily. And I thought, I don't want this for her either. And she took the end of the year test for the 2nd grade level, just that first week of school, and just aced it. And I thought, I don't want her to be bored. So it got me thinking, what can you do? Oh, and this is what the school told me. The school told me, oh, don't worry. By the time she's in 3rd or 4th grade, she'll level out with everybody else. And I thought, oh, so by 3rd or 4th grade, you kill the love of learning for these kids. And I thought, wow, it doesn't matter. The teachers are amazing and phenomenal and wonderful. I just wonder, what are we doing to those kids? To those kids who love to learn, and we kill it by the time they're in 3rd or 4th grade. They even out. They learn to just do enough. And that's not what I wanted for her. And my others, as I found as we went through the years, they found out, the next year, and then the year after that with my other kids entering the system, just wasn't for them. And something to keep their passion, to keep their love of learning when they want to learn about something. And so my advice to you would be to get to know your child a little bit better. Understand where it is they're coming from and what it is they like. Children love choice. They love to choose what they learn, and they love to have some successes in sharing the things that they've learned and they've been able to learn to research on their own. So that's my advice to you, and hopefully you'll be able to find something that suits them and open yourself to inspiration and thinking differently about education.